Hello students, your topic for today is hierarchy of the codes. So in hierarchy of the codes, the first topic that we are going to do is about administration of justice. So administration of justice is really important in the in achieving justice, and it is the most essential function of state. The powers that are exercised by the state through judiciary and to enforce rights and punish wrongs. That is what administration of justice has. It has two parties. There is a plaintiff and defendant in civil cases. Then there is a complainant and accused, or prosecution and accused in criminal cases. Then the judicial process involves that a right that is claimed or a wrong that is complained by one party against the other. It has the hearing of the parties by the courts, the judgment of the court delivered at the end of the trial. Then there is the execution of the operative part of the judgment. So at the district and subordinate level, there are subordinate courts in civil and criminal. At the state level, there is a high court, and at national level, there is a Supreme Court of India. So the jurisdiction of the high court can give court of record, and it has power to punish for contempt under Article 215. Then it has the original jurisdiction in civil and criminal matters in the case of some high courts. Then it has appellate jurisdiction in respect of criminal and civil cases decided by subordinate courts. It has revisional jurisdiction that is conferred under Civil Procedure Code and Criminal Procedure Code. It has writ jurisdiction under Article 226. It has administrative jurisdiction over subordinate courts. Then civil courts are subordinate to the high courts. In cities, there is a first grade which has chief judge and additional chief judge. There is a second grade which has assistant chief judge and or a senior chief civil judge. Then there is a third grade which has munsif or junior civil judge. Then in districts, the first grade has district judge and additional district judge. The second grade has assistant district judge or senior civil judge, and the third grade has munsif junior civil judge. In criminal courts, they are subordinate to high courts. In cities, there are session courts which has session judge, additional session judges, and assistant session judges. It has chief metropolitan magistrate courts. It has metropolitan magistrate courts. Then in district, there is a session court that has session judges, additional session judges, and assistant session judges. It has chief judicial magistrate court. Then there is a judicial magistrates of first class, and there is a judicial magistrate of second class. Now, the sentencing powers of the different courts is this: that the session judge and the additional session judge can have any sentence that is authorized by law, but that sentence is to be confirmed by the High Court. The assistant session judge can be imprisoned. It can give sentence for imprisonment up to 10 years and fine authorized by law. The chief judicial magistrate or chief metropolitan magistrate can give sentence imprisonment up to 7 years and fine authorized by law. The judicial magistrate of first class metropolitan magistrate can give a sentence imprisonment up to 3 years and fine that should not exceed rupees 10,000. The judicial magistrate of second class can have imprisonment up to 1 year and fine that should not exceed rupees 5,000. Now, separation of powers. So in pursuance of the scheme of separation of powers executive from judiciary, there are two categories of magistrate. One is the judicial magistrate and the second is the executive magistrate. The judicial magistrate is appointed and controlled by the High Court and discharges judicial functions. The executive magistrate is appointed and controlled by the state government and they discharge executive functions, that is maintenance of law and order. So now, executive magistracy. For districts, there are district magistrate, additional district magistrates, executive magistrate. For subdivision, there is subdivisional magistrate, additional subdivision divisional magistrate, and executive magistrate. That's all. Thank you so much.